Testing audio and video. Testing audio and video. Audio and video works. Chat works. Looks like we're in good shape. All right, I've started on my Wispy account because I wanted to go ahead and spin the rest of my cakes over here. And I figured I'd open them on the stream. So here's the first 4-year anniversary cake. Lots of stuff.
It's like every day is Christmas.
Got an Excalibur, level 80 legendary, cosmically enhanced Hulkbuster, pelt to the white gorilla necklace that we don't need. Other stuff we don't need. The reason I don't need them is because I've got 1,000, or actually I've got 2,000 of everything. See if this is any good. No. Is this any good? No. And I don't need these. All right. Next cake. All right, got a Warlock's Eye. I got a Mole Man's Staff. More Odin marks. More stuff I don't need. Nasante boots. Feeding him to this pet. And the last cake. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you've heard the latest news, but they've confirmed that they're throwing in an extra hero this year. So not just Carnage and Odin's son, but also Spider-Woman, which makes a lot more sense than Carnage and Odin's son. Sometimes I think these guys watch my stream. Because a lot of things I mention come to pass. Could just be coincidence. I don't spend much time on the forums. It could be that people on the forums, that the things that I say in my channel, people on the forums also say. All right, let's see what we got. We got Hulkbuster, which is generic, melee and ranged. This one's generic, summons. And this one's energy. Well, I know where energy goes. Energy goes here. Now back to the generics. Hulkbuster, Moleman Staff. There's a Moleman Staff. And Hulkbuster Physics Package. Right there. I don't know why I kept all those. Bunch of garbage. Only Taskmaster needs one. He's the only. Let's check my overflow real quick. See if I want to put a Moleman Staff into overflow. I got room. All right, the legendaries. Excalibur. Another Warlock's Eye. And Nornstone. I guess I could do it this way. Back. So far, the only card that I've opened that had a costume was this one. But we've got all next week to go also. So I've opened 10 cards. Got one suit. That's okay. All right. There is going to be, server is going down. There will be an update. At 9 server time. They are rebranding the game, as I suspected, to Marvel Heroes Omega. So this game is going to be rebranded to Marvel Heroes Omega instead of 2016. And there were a couple little other things they're doing. It's all in the it's all on the forums. We'll see the patch notes later after logging in.
I can't believe I'm teaming up with the one and only Spider-Man.
Not here. Hammer Bay. Pick up my daily GLF mission.
I was hoping you'd show up.
The Norse put acorns on their windowsills to protect their homes from lightning. Thor told me so himself.
All right. On this account, experience orbs. Today's card is another one of these. All right, so who do I want to play today? Let's look here first. What kind of stuff we got going on today? Midtown, Modoc Supplies, Zoo. I always like going to the zoo. And Axis, of course, Axis. Always Axis, 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 Axis. Good morning. My Taskmaster.
I don't need orders. I make orders.
I stacked everything. +3 to all attributes. +3 to all attributes. Since I play him ranged, I put +5 fighting. And this one's got 6 attributes. You know, I don't know why I didn't put a Tanya's love letter on him. I know I have some. Yeah. So I could have put a Tanya's love letter on him. 2, 4, 6. I guess I needed the crit and brute. Range crit. Ouch. It's awful low. Brute. Ouch. It's not bad. This gives me crit. This gives me brute. And crit. And all my attributes increase by 1. But that's what I did. +3 to all attributes. +3 to all attributes. So which gives him (255% damage. So I stacked all of them. +1 to all attributes. +1 to all attributes. Speed and durability. +1 to all attributes strength. Two fighting, 2 durability. +2 to all attributes and 2 fighting. Crit to ranged, crit and brute. Crit and brute. Of course, I don't have a legendary on him. But Tanya's love letter would work. I just felt like I was too weak on crit and brute. So I put these guys on him. So that's what I did. But like I said, I play ranged. I've got the vulnerability applicator. I've got the weaken with a dot. My area clear. Even though this doesn't have the area tag on it, it hits up to 10 enemies and knocks them down. My execute. Rebounding shield. This helps with the area clear. It hits up to 8 enemies. Then the signature. And I went here, 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 and here. Got the pain tolerance. So I got some damage reduction here. Because I don't like combo points. I don't like deflect. I got rebounding shield gains a dot. So this guy gains a dot. Whenever I hit an enemy. So this thing has a 12.1 second duration. So every time I hit an enemy during that 12.1 seconds, I reduce its cooldown by 1 second. So I get this back a lot quicker. When I used a range power, I get 2% damage. It stacks up to 3 times. All of these are range powers. And the Nunchuck Beatdown transforms into coup de grace. That's where I got my execute. Anti-heroic charge transforms into silent character killer. That's where I got my stealth. That's the way I play my Taskmaster. If I was going to put a legendary on Taskmaster, it would probably be
Want to see what I can do with some spare parts?
I tell you, Storm,
You should put the her in hurricane.
Bummer. Yeah, it'd probably be this guy, the Savage Axe. Because he needs the crit, he needs the brute, he definitely needs the physical damage rating. But as a ranged person, I might go with this guy. Because that's 500 more critical hit rating than this guy. But if you're not playing rain, well, except this doesn't give any damage. Well, yeah, it does. 1200 arranged. Yeah, his physical damage rating is so low. Base damage is low compared to a lot of my characters that are over 300. So yeah, it's probably got to be this. You're playing a ranged Taskmaster? You playing ranged? Because this is only 200 damage less than this, but it's 500 more critical hit. You just lose
anyone with greater inner strength.
You just lose the brutal strike, brutal damage, and yeah, brutal strike and brutal damage. I think most people probably play him hybrid, melee ranged. But you know me, I just don't care much for melee characters. But yeah, I probably like this one because I'm playing all ranged. And because it's almost as much damage as this, but it almost doubles the critical hit. My critical damage is low also. My problem is I just don't have any damage. 1365.
At least when I was working for the bad guys, we were always
242. 1365. I've got characters with 6,000 and 7,000 damage. Yeah, like I was saying the other day,
Do is build us all robots.
the developers think 8%.
Dooming the world if it falls into the wrong hands. Newsflash.
The designers and developers think 8% damage reduction is the difference between melee and range. You know, when you hit with a melee power, you get 8% damage reduction for 3 seconds. So that's what the game designer, the character hero power designers and developers think. That 8% damage reduction is the difference between melee and range. My opinion is they don't play the game. But every time I look at something and I scratch my head and I think, you know, if they just played the game, like Scarlet Witch's visual effects being hot pink but almost red and covering up all the red circles and red cones and red things that you're supposed to avoid. If they played the game, they wouldn't have created the visual effects that way. If people played, if the creators of Taskmaster played Taskmaster, they would have, I don't know, bumped this to 2% per attribute maybe instead of 1.5. Put more stats on his gear. I don't know. He's just weak everywhere. I know he's supposed to be the jack of all trades. But good at nothing? Well, I'd like to see them go as far as saying, yeah, damage reduction 12% for 3 seconds, and health, your maximum health goes up by 5K or 3K or something for 3 seconds. I don't know. I tend to put, I go beyond what they say. I give them an extra 2% damage reduction above the 8 and an extra 2.5K health. I like to start my meleeers at 45% damage reduction and 27.5 health. Whereas my ranged, my minimum is 25K health and 35% damage reduction. That's my preferences. But then I still hate to play melee. Even with the 10% and 2.5K health difference. I still don't like it. Alright, I still haven't decided who I'm playing today. Somebody that can break things easily. I can start with Jean, maybe.
Need a little brain power?
Ms. Marvel, at your service.
Start with Jean, maybe. And go break stuff in the AIM terminal. Ah, desk chair. Now there's 2 desk chairs. take that.
That was a gentle punch.
How we do it? 23 out of 100 things broken.
You're calling on me? I got one shot at this.
88 out of 100. That did it. Nope, two more. That did it. Alright, where is Wizzy?
I'm tougher than I look. Don't get up, or I'll make you dance.
Oh. This is,
Greetings, Jean. I
this is supposed to be my home base.
I took the bus as soon as I heard.
Also, in most games, the melee characters do more damage than the range characters. And that's because the melee characters cannot stay on the target as long as range characters can. The melee characters have to move away. Oh, I'm going backwards. Looking at the wrong icon. But in this game, people would throw a fit if melee characters did more damage than range characters. But that's the way it should be. The melee characters should do more damage than the range characters because the melee characters have to go in, attack, and then run out. And then go back in, attack, and run out. Whereas the range guys can just safely DPS at range, only occasionally having to move.
You're calling on me? Okay, I got one shot at this.
But people tend to scream, "That's not fair! That's not fair!" if somebody does more damage than somebody else. The problem is they rate DPS on standing in the training room on a dummy that doesn't hit back. So meleeers do their DPS and then they videotape it and record it. Ranged guys do their DPS and they videotape it and record it. And if one of them is crazy above the other one, everybody complains. But in the game, that's not how it works. In the game, the meleeers punch and then have to get out of the way. And then they come back in and punch and they have to get out of the way. And then they come back in, punch, and have to get out of the way. That's the way it works in the game. So the meleeers should be doing more damage than the range guys on the test dummies by some percentage,
I can't believe I'm on a team with Thor.
based on how often they have to leave their target and then come back to their target in the game. Either that or the target dummy in the since people rely on the target dummies for whatever stupid reason, the target dummy needs to pulse a one-shot AoE every 6 seconds or something, where the meleeers have to run out and then run back in again, or they get defeated. Now I know that's not exactly realistic, but I think you understand where I'm coming from. Since they're only using the target dummies, they think that they need to be equal. Whereas out in the real game,
Kurt,
meleeers need to do more damage than range. Because the meleeers have to leave combat and come back. Leave combat and come back. And the test dummy doesn't show that. The raid dummies. In this game, it really doesn't matter who does the most damage. PvP is
More like the Scarlet
pretty non-existent in this
Yay,
game.
see you there.
They don't have any one-on-one PvP. But people complain. My character doesn't do as much damage as that character does. Well, then play that character. Oh, I won't play that character. Shocker and Sinister. Let's do Sinister. Where is Sinister? That's not Sinister. That's Sinister. Even if the melee characters did do more damage than the range, I still wouldn't play them. I prefer the range characters.
You're calling on me? Okay.
Specimens from
I guess all the mutant children just lost their boogeyman.
doing my daily
Wait, you're a telepath?
doing my daily terminal shared quests and also picking up cube shards. Cube shards. I like to get my cube shards every day.
At your service.
I like to buy the Mark 1 cards every day. I like to get my free stuff every day.
It's nice to get out of Jersey City, everyone.
But as I said earlier,
You've officially
they've pretty much verified that Spider-Woman is coming as a playable character. It's not going to be just Carnage Odin's son, which made absolutely no sense to me, those two characters.
Don't get up, or I'll make you
But there will be a Spider-Woman playable character sometime in the future, which does make sense considering she pretty much topped all the what character do you want in this game charts for the last several years. Last couple of years. And Carnage was probably in the top 50, maybe down near 50. And Odin's son didn't exist. So those two made no sense whatsoever. And Spider-Woman does make sense. So they decided to throw a Spider-Woman in there.
Ms. Marvel at your service.
I'd like to think they listen to my streams, but I have a feeling they just listen to all the complaints on the forums.
You're going down, pal.
Ms. Marvel at your service.
Yow!
You're outthought and outfought.
All right. Now, to get the rest of the henchmen, I don't intentionally.
You must be thinking of home. I can taste the
I don't
sweet
intentionally go and take out henchmen to
Don't
finish
tell anybody,
to
but
finish
Marvel
my daily.
has a crush on me.
What I do is I continue doing my cube shard run, and the henchmen just kind of fall in line. It just happens naturally.
Let's make this quick. I got a deadline.
It's about time one of you costume freaks showed up.
Thank you. So I got that.
This day couldn't get any worse.
Yep, I got that one. Get out of the way.
Tell the boss about this.
Get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. Bested by
That's another
apes.
TKO. Tell it
bested by apes.
You feel like being helpful or what?
Shut up, Jameson, J. Jameson.
Just like the professor taught us.
Get out of the way.
Oh look, it's time to play.
It's never over!
The professor would be proud.
How'd he blow up? I guess my dot.
Another costume freak? Get out of my nose roll!
Dumping up a tombstone. Dumping up a tombstone.
Don't get up. I'll make you dance.
Everything accomplished. Vulture. Get the vulture next.
Death from above! The vulture!
Hey, how's it going, Yanks? Yeah.
Don't expect to see this in tomorrow's Daily Bugle.
You weren't afraid of me? The universe is afraid of me.
Watch the water come out of the water tank. Ah, didn't work. There it goes.
Gene, when the world's not blowing up, maybe we can get a minute together?
Another cube shard.
Can't wait to get home and blog about this.
Need help? Go home.
About time one of you costume freaks showed up.
I can't do that.
Don't tell the boss about this.
As if this day couldn't get any worse.
Chaka.
Feel like being helpful or what?
Nope.
I'm not giving you a second thought.
It's time to play.
Your mind will recover. Eventually.
Eventually.
Another costume free.
Servers are going down at 6 a.m.
Get out of my newsroom.
They're rebranding the game. Marvel Heroes Omega. And a few other things. A few little updates here and there.
My apologies. Your mind will recover.
Once I log back in this afternoon, we'll read the patch notes. But we know they're rebranding the game to Marvel Heroes Omega instead of Marvel Heroes 2016 or 2017 or whatever. It's going to be Marvel Heroes Omega.
Death from above. The vulture is here. Don't expect to see this in tomorrow's Daily View.
Don't get up, or I'll make you dance.
That's so cool.
Scott, you know you're always on my mind.
You are always on my mind. You're always on my mind. Alright, get out of the way, bots.
Right where I thought it would be.
Right where I thought it'd be. Alright, get comfortable. But don't fall asleep. Whatever.
Welcome is unstoppable. This show is one of thousands. This is Igora. Your time will come.
And stay there.
If I could target these guys. That's my air conditioning just kicking on. Get used to it. It is summertime.
You weren't afraid of me? The universe is afraid of me.
The universe is afraid of Gene. Is my volume correct? Yep, my volume's correct. It's just everything seems quieter when the air conditioning's on. I can't hear as well. How's the hero business working out for you? We should be getting a indication soon. Oh, we already did. That the server's going offline in 60 minutes. Must have happened during the battle. I didn't hear it. I don't need to be in here.
Activated. Smoke protocol activated. Experiencing power shutdown.
Don't make me mad. You know, I could have managed this.
All right. Let's go do an easy one. Jughead.
It's nice to get out of Jersey City every once in a while. Watch this one.
Jughead, where are you, Jughead? There you are.
Unstoppable.
Just like Professor taught us.
Jughead, Jughead, Jughead.
This is crazy. I feel like I'm part of something bigger.
Coachella.
It's nice to get out of Jersey City every once in a while.
Coachella.
I almost strained my brain on that one.
It goes to Rocket. I just haven't got comfy yet.
Don't get up. Dance. You know, I could have rearranged your face. Literally.
In their cases, rearranging their faces literally might have been an upgrade. No more news. No more fake news.
I am pain.
Cube Shore. What's this guy doing?
You're calling on me? Okay, I got one shot at this.
Just be glad I met this.
Phew. Now I can hear again.
Don't get up, or I'll make you dance.
It's nice to get out of Jersey City every once in a while.
Hope everyone's having a good Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday.
You know, I could.
It is Friday. Fake news.
I am fate. I am pain.
I am Gene.
Drops from within. One day, you'll see.
You'll see. You'll see. All right. What's your problem, Miss Marvel? You're dancing all over the place. All right. Give me 60 to 90 seconds. I'll be right back. Let me get my water.
The outlook always seems clear with you around, Storm.
my water. My H2O.
Ah, Spider-Man. What trouble may I help you out of this time?
You have no idea how deep our invasion goes.
Friday! It's Friday!
Cannot end this way. How did this happen? I had all this power.
You weren't afraid of me? The universe is afraid of me.
Yep. Yep, the universe is afraid of Jean.
You're calling on me? Okay, I got one shot at this.
Smite the base plate. I will die for my empire.
I will die for my empire.
How did this happen? I had all this power.
Just be glad I'm in a nice mood.
Wasn't right.
Once we get all the cube shards, we can go spend them on Mark 1 cards. Mark 1 cards. One on the left, two on the right.
Hey, Doc Strange, do you have any spells that can age me up a few years? People just don't take me seriously.
Yep, he could age you. One on the left, two on the right.
I'm tougher than I look.
I am vanquished.
We will fight another day.
There's my cube shard. The reason I'm here. Cube shard. Let's do an easy one. Quick and easy one. All of them are easy. All of them are easy. Speaking of easy, yeah. Excuse me.
This is crazy. I feel like I'm part of something bigger. I just learned how to do that.
Your mind will recover. Eventually.
The egg. Not very good at all. So it gives you 12. It gives you 12 attributes. 6 and 6. Time Traveler's Uniform gives you 5 attributes. Damage to bosses, or less damage from bosses. Spirit, health, 400 damage rating. 400 damage rating is worth 10 attributes? No. No. One attribute is 4% base damage, is 160 damage. We'd lose way too much health. To get an extra 7 attributes. 7 times 4 is 28. Times 4 again is about 1,000 damage. Over 1,000 damage. So you give up a couple thousand health for 1,000 damage. Well, no, for 600 damage. I don't know. I just never liked the egg. I wish they could have been a little more creative with it. A little more creative with it. Excuse me.
You weren't afraid of me? The universe is afraid of me.
I think Rocket has a piece of gear
I took the bus as soon as I heard.
that has more than 12 attributes. I think it's Rocket. Yeah, 16. And a whole bunch of health. Yeah, the Phoenix Egg is way under budget. Way under budget.
Healing factor, huh? I came back from the dead. Beat that, kid.
Phoenix Egg is extremely under budget compared to something like this. Of course, you can't really compare one piece of gear to another because what they threw on this piece of gear for Rocket, they may have removed. Nope, this one's got 9.
I can't believe
This
I
one's
lost
got 9
you.
attributes on it. And a lot of health, and a lot of damage, and damage to bosses. This is more in line with everybody else. This is a little lower than everybody else, but that makes sense because of these. How much time we have left? 30 minutes.
Remember, you are still but a mortal.
Oh, not going to Doom. Let's go take on Mandarin.
Ms. Marvel at your service.
Ms. Marvel at your service.
That won't slow me down.
You're calling on. I took the bus as soon as I heard.
The Mandarin is invincible.
He says the Mandarin is invincible.
This cannot be.
I say he's wearing.
Or I'll make you dance.
I say he's really into cosmetic jewelry. His 10 rings didn't do anything for him. Except make him look silly. Ooh, we gotta go south. Gotta go way south. Very good.
It's nice to get out of Jersey City every once in a while.
Every once in a while. There's my cube shard. There's my cube shard. Yeah, let's get Big Ben out of the way. I mean Pigpen. I mean Kingpin. I mean Wilson Fisk. This is
I took
his
the bus as soon as I heard.
This is his old office. The new tower and offices look much better.
This is gonna happen.
That was a demonstration. I can't do that.
Nothing.
I almost strained my brain on that one.
Kamala got run over by Pigpen, Kingpin, Big Ben. Excuse me.
Nothing.
Just be glad I'm in a nice mood.
All right.
Hands off, Southern Belle. You don't want these memories.
Magento. Magnet Dude. Metal Manipulator. Eric Lencher. Eric Lencher.
I took the bus as soon as I heard.
Magneto, it's serious. We used to beat you about Phoenix.
It's nice to get out of New Jersey City, once in a while.
Been led astray. You have won this battle, but war goes on.
I took the bus as soon as I heard.
The Hood, and then Taskmaster, and then we're gonna go buy Mark 1 cards with our cube shards.
Time for your nap. Yeah, that worked.
That sucked.
I'm not giving you a second thought.
4 more credits per drop? Nope, 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 nope. Nobody wants that.
This is crazy. I feel like I'm part of something bigger.
I have a few new toys for you to check out.
Excellent. I'll take it from here.
20 minutes. 20 minutes. Server's going down for an update. Changing the name from Marvel Heroes 2016 to Marvel Heroes Omega.
I took the bus as soon as I heard.
And a couple other little bug fixes and things. Not much going on. No carnage yet.
Your death will
But they did say on the forums that there will be a Spider-Woman in the future,
That's another TKO. Telekinetic knockout.
which makes a whole lot more sense than Carnage or Odinson. Infinitely more sense. Since everybody's been wanting Spider-Woman for a couple years now, or more. Maybe 3 people wanted Carnage and nobody wanted Odinson. Nobody even thought of Odinson. Wasn't even on a list. Carnage was always down in the 40s out of 50 most wanted characters. He always got about 3 votes. Odinson got about 0 votes, and Spider-Woman would be up in the hundreds.
Ms. Marvel at
You're out.
So Spider-Woman makes sense. The others do not. But that's okay. I'll take 2 duds for one glowing bright spot. any day. We got to get Wasp next year, though, because of the movie Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Leave me alone!
You're outthought and outfought.
I think that's everything. This one's bugged, but we already did it. And this one, I just don't want to fly all the way across Latveria. Well, let's wait. Let's see, how many... Yeah. I'd have to fly across Latveria twice. 4 cards is plenty. I got no problem with 4 cards. What's the question mark all about? Trouble at Xavier's.
Move your eyes off my boyfriend, Emma, or I'll move them for you.
1, 2. Gene, if you were smart, you'd say, take him, Emma, take him. You can have him. Ooh, I got a puppy dog. Which is pretty good. Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. I forgot to put it back on. But as soon as this one's full, then I'll need to start working on this one. Look at all these free potions I've been getting. Just because I've been running my dailies. Or my terminals. Everybody should run their terminals. 15 minutes. What can we accomplish in 15 minutes? We get started on this. Midtown.
The Vision can do like 8 quintillion processes a second. That's impressive, and I don't even...
I do not want to take a spear to the face at point blank. Destroy. Destroy. Get rid of. Destroy. Get rid of. Destroy. Get rid of. And get rid of. Alright. So I need Mole Man and... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. They're fixing the Mole Man thing. Mole Man will be removed from being needed. I still need Black Cat though. Mortar and Cosmic Bulwark. Hey, I was outside the circle. At least I thought I was.
Fine, you got me.
You weren't afraid of me? The universe is afraid of me.
10 minutes. No, Jim of the Cursed. I got one yesterday, I think it was. But I haven't done any Miss RNG sweet talking today. What we got? 5 minutes. Alright. Let's make my way to the training room. Playing Jean was fun. Give her back her pet. Give Rocket this thing for Groot. Put this away. And yeah. All right, switch scenes. The server is going down for an update. They've probably already put away the patch notes, but they'll have the patch notes posted in a couple hours. But it's nothing more than they're rebranding the name of the game from Marvel Heroes 2016 to Marvel Heroes Omega. They're fixing that one daily that I couldn't do a minute ago because of the Mole Man thing. Mole Man's not around in Midtown anymore. A few other bug fixes. You'll see the patch notes, but I'll be back for a while this afternoon. My brother-in-law and sister is passing back through on the way back to South Carolina. So I don't know if I'll go a long session this afternoon, but we'll see. I want to finish my dailies at least. Thank you for stopping by. YouTubers, thank you for watching my YouTube videos, and thank you for those of you subscribing. I'm going to turn you loose now. Goodbye, YouTubers.